Hey everybody, it's Mrs. C, and I have a video for you that's a challenge. And so I figure we're coming to the end of a marking period, and that's all over the world. It's not just in our school. And at the end of the marking period, what's everybody looking for? How can I raise my grade? I need a little extra something. Well, I got that extra something, and you're looking at it. These are called piecewise functions. Yeah, you heard me say it, piecewise. So Piecewise functions. Now, piecewise functions, just as a heads up, are algebra 2. Usually algebra 2. There's no reason why we can't do them in algebra 1. It's just that we normally don't find time to do them. I think we really should do them a little bit more because the concepts are all pretty intuitive and things that we can do. But it puts some things together, and this is my challenge to you. I want you to figure out how would you graph this piecewise function. And then I've got another one for you. That's another one that I want you to give a shot at. And then I've got one more for you, graphing a piecewise function right there. And what you're going to do is use your time together in your group, figure out how do you actually graph a piecewise function, because you already know how to graph the parts, right? You know, I'll shrink this down a little for myself, you know how to graph, let's take a look at it, negative x plus 2, and you know how to graph x minus 2. And so if you were to actually graph those here, you would have a system of equations, right? You would have two lines. They would intersect at a given point. But then you've got to take a look at this, because this is a statement on the domain. It's saying that the domain of these functions is not infinite. You're not going to go all real numbers in both directions, right? You're going to have a limit on what your x value can be. And we've dealt with domain and range as well, so this is not new either. This is function notation, and it might be a little confusing to you. If it does get confusing, just substitute y equals, because that's what the g of x means. It means that the equation g evaluated at x, meaning these little guys here, plugging in into there. I mean, it's that my lines are making it look a little bit more complicated than it needs to look. So I thought to myself, if I was going to give you a challenge, and you know you're going to have to use the internet, if I was going to give you a challenge, shouldn't I at least show you the answers to one of them so you could kind of put things together? Some of you are so smart out there. You can look at the answers and work backwards and then try to apply it. So I thought, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to show you the answer to number 8 and how you would graph it. Then I'm going to let your logic do the walking, and I'm going to let you guys do the talking together, put it together, and figure out how to do 9 and all. What was it, 9 and 11? There's 11 and there's 9. Okay, so 9 and 11 are up to you, but I'm going to show you 8. This is the solution to 8. I've used colors to try to help you see the different functions and try to figure out why parts of them are missing. And I'll tell you right now, the reason why parts of them are missing is because of this restriction on your domain. Now, when they restrict your domain and tell you that your domain can only be a certain amount of numbers, that's going to limit what part of the graph is going to show. So that's your challenge, guys. Be able to figure out what a piecewise function is, how you actually graph it. You can use a video that was made by another teacher. You can use a textbook, or you can even brave Wikipedia and see if that helps you. And figure out how to solve these, not giving you answer keys. Right there. And maybe you can find an answer key on the internet. I don't know. Maybe you can Google it. Good luck on that. And then when you come back to class with those solutions, we'll talk about it. Then I'm going to give you a follow-up question, see if you can do it for me, and boom, there's your extra credit for the end of the marking period. So for those of you that have the time, the energy, the patience, and the perseverance, good luck, and I will see you on the flip side. Oh, when's it due? By the end of the marking period. Of course. Later.